The government promised us a cure for death, and I wanted it, until I saw what they brought back from the other side. The project was top secret, funded by the government and hidden from the public. They told us it was the next step in medical science, the answer to humanity's greatest fear, death. We were the brightest minds in our fields, handpicked to work on the project, sworn to secrecy, and driven by the promise of immortality. But we had no idea what we were getting into. The first phase of the project was simple: reanimate dead tissue, bring it back to life. We started with small animals, mice, rabbits, and eventually larger mammals. The results were promising, the reanimated tissue showing signs of life, movement, and even rudimentary brain activity. But it wasn't enough. The tissue was alive, but it wasn't truly living. The second phase was more ambitious: human trials. We were nervous, but the government assured us it was safe, that the subjects had given their consent. The bodies were fresh, preserved in a state of near-perfect stasis, their brains intact. We began the reanimation process, injecting the bodies with a serum we had developed, a cocktail of chemicals and nanotechnology designed to kickstart the body's functions. At first, it seemed to work. The bodies twitched, their chests rising and falling as their lungs filled with air, their hearts beginning to beat. We watched in awe as the first subject opened their eyes, their gaze unfocused, but alive. It was a miracle, or so we thought. But something was wrong. The subjects weren't the people they had been in life. Their eyes were empty, devoid of any humanity. Their movements were jerky, uncoordinated, like puppets on strings. They didn't speak, didn't respond to stimuli, just stared blankly ahead, as if something was missing. We tried to reverse the process, to undo what we had done, but it was too late. The subjects became violent, attacking the staff, their strength inhuman, their rage uncontrollable. They were no longer people. They were something else, something dark and malevolent. We locked down the facility, but the subjects broke free, their bodies twisted and mutated by the serum. They spread like a virus, infecting others with their touch, turning them into the same mindless, violent creatures. The project had failed, and now we were paying the price. I was one of the few who escaped, fleeing into the night as the facility burned, the screams of the infected echoing in my ears. The government covered it up, erasing all evidence of the project. But I know the truth. The Reanimation Project wasn't a cure for death. It was a gateway to something far worse. And now, the infected are out there, hiding in the shadows, waiting for the chance to spread their infection to the rest of the world. I know that it's only a matter of time before death spreads to every corner of the world. And it is all my fault.